Come and get started on a new mission, a new direction, a new intention. Welcome to 5.8G Alive at Connections 50 Plus. I am Terry-Ann Joseph Brathwaite.
And I am Jennifer Gibbons Joseph, catering to all your prospects in the third act of life.
Economic well-being, social gratification, personal fulfillment.
Join us on Wednesday at 6 p.m. on Connections 50 Plus Facebook page, YouTube channel,
and on Gael the Caribbean. Good evening. Welcome to 5.8G Alive. I am Terry-Ann Joseph Brathwaite, one of the co-creators of Connections 50 Plus, which brings you 5.8G Alive. As usual with me, my good friend and colleague.
Hi, good evening, everyone. And I am Jennifer Gibbons, the other co-creator of Connections 50 Plus. Again, welcome to this evening's show.
Yes. So listen, we had Jamboree, and boy, did we have a Jamboree up on the San Fernando Hill. Jennifer, this was a celebration of our 4 years. And I think it surpassed all of our expectations. I think we have to say a huge thank you to all of our followers, those who attended, those who sent best wishes. And of course, we'll get into all the details of what happened in the Jamboree. But Jennifer, how was the Jamboree for you?
Well, let me start to say we have to give ourselves a round of applause. That's how we say it. It was fantastic. But let me tell you, when I got home, I just went into that bathroom, take a bath, and went in my bed. I think I was sleeping by 7 o'clock. Tired, but a happy tired, right?
Yeah.
But oh gosh, totally exhausted. But I swear I went to bed with a smile on my face.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I'm so happy, really happy about how the day went, and the feedback we got, and to say, well, yes, we did have a great celebration.
Absolutely. Now, guess you know that we usually limit most of our activities to manageable size groups. So we'd have 30, 20 if we're doing forums. So for the Jamboree, we said we're having a big fete, and a big fete meant that we're not going over 50. And do you know, we had 50 people, and I think we could have gotten more if we really.
We had to cut off. Yeah.
So we had the full group, and from the maxi ride down the road to starting with a Babele with his music. Oh, a Babele and Errol Fabian, they're too sweet. The entertainment and everybody with the games and the giveaways and so on. It really was a celebration worth having. Very, very, very exciting time. But before we get into all of the pictures, of course, we have pictures and videos. We're going to get the pictures and videos just now. But, I think it is so important, Jennifer. We celebrated our 4th birthday, finishing 4 years of Connections 50 Plus, and we're into our 50th year now. And there's so many people that we see all over who look at us, oh, Terry-Ann and Jennifer, I see you all, and we follow the program, and oh God, Gael, you all are right there with us. But this means so very much to us when we come here every week, and whatever topic we bring on, whatever we choose to discuss, people wonder sometimes, how do you all do it? What is it that you do? And as you all know, I'm 61, so I am in the second stage of the third act. Jen is 70. She's in the third stage of the 71.
What did she say, 70?
I'm making her young.
71.
And the thing is that many people do these kinds of shows. Many people would say, I'm doing shows to 50 plus and stuff like that. But we sincerely are drawing from our experience, our lived experience, our professional experience, our training. And we really, in making our lives, our personal lives better, by extension, we're also making the group better.
Yeah.
I think that's something that really makes a difference, Jennifer, in the way we deliver and how we organize.
Definitely. You know, so as you said, when people ask us how we do it, because I must say, and thank God for that, and thank you all for supporting us, in that we have always, since we have started, got positive feedback, but we don't just take it for granted. We still examine, you know, we do a review after each, even after the show, after each event, whatever we do, we ensure we sit back after and do a review. And in doing our review, guess what our focus has to be? Our focus is checking to see, did we deliver? Did we make you all, our 50 plus team, happy? What else can we do? What did you say to us that we may want to improve, even though you may not have asked for us to improve it, because, you know, most of the time, as far as you all concerned, it was just great. But we always want to ensure that we don't ever fall short, you know, of your expectations. And we always exceed the expectations. But definitely our main goal is to deliver a value of a program that would make, or event that would make our tribe very, very happy, relaxed, you know, empowered, feel energized. You know, we have a lot of adjectives we can use, but bottom line, we are creating this new stage. And I said new stage because, again, from the feedback, many times people say, oh, coach, we never knew it was like that. We didn't expect this. You know, they didn't know they could have had so much fun. So yes, we are creating this third act stage where you're going to be energized, you're going to be happy, you will feel empowered and really enjoy life the way you want to enjoy. Yeah?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So we are going to take you on a little ride in terms of, let's go and do a recap of our Jamboree. Okay, so we're going to be a tribe. So, Jennifer, let's share with our viewers, because people look at this event and they say, oh my, what a great event and so on. And you take a little behind the scenes in terms of what went into this. So, what did it take to deliver this Jamboree?
You know, Terry-Ann, at the beginning, we like to have, you know, name our events, different things. So we thought of like, okay, this is a special occasion. So we want a special name for it. We have to decide when is the best time to have it. And of course, we want to time it around our birthday because it's a Jamboree. And we knew we can't wait until last minute. So we started to plan, share ideas, what we're coming up with, what name we're coming up with, how we're going to do the event. And as we plan, of course, our main, and I told you that before, our main goal is, of course, we want this to be great. We want you all to be really happy and fun and active, you know. So we eventually came up with the name Jamboree. And in one of our shows, Terry-Ann was able to go in the dictionary, tell you what was Google Jamboree. And when she Googled the Jamboree, it was exactly what we wanted to present. And let me go to the end. And it's how it really was the Jamboree in the real sense of the word. So that was the start, getting the name. What do we call it? And how do we, you know, that event, for the day's event, the day's activity, what are we going to do to ensure that, yes, you see the meaning of that Jamboree? At the end of it, you all will say, yes, that is what a Jamboree is. So that was in the beginning, Terry-Ann. how we started with the name.
Definitely, definitely. And then we have to really think through, when you're doing things like this, you can get caught up with the details of what will happen and how it will happen. But I think we really do focus on not so much what will happen, but what's the outcome that we want to have. And then we work back. And Jennifer will give it a big thing. I like to talk about the food. I like to.
And before we get there, I forgot to tell you also, when we got the name, we had to decide where we having it.
Yes.
Where? Because we wanted Jamboree, we wanted this outdoor space, we wanted a nice scenery, and we always like to look for connection events. We love a historical type site. We went to La Vega, we went Paramin. We like somewhere that, our cohort that we could say, yes, it have some history to it. So that's how we came up with San Fernando Hill, and of course with Terrian influence coming from South. But that was a great choice. And then let me turn you back to Terrian to tell you all about her planning of the food.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. We actually developed a list of places that we plan to take the cohort. And of the list of places, the San Fernando Hill seemed to be the grandest to fit our jam. Okay? So, I really believe me and my Christianity and Roman Catholic, everywhere Jesus went, it had food and drink, not so? Where you have people gathered, you have to have. So I was insistent it must be a spread.
She was in her element, as they say.
Spread. So we had about 7, it was a curry meal. Of course, we knew Indian arrival was coming on. And we had the full works. It was curry stew, picture and peas, bodi, mango, pumpkin, dal, chana, and potato, chicken, paratha, and basmati rice.
Let me tell you.
Cucumber chow, with pineapple chow, with birthday cake, with watermelon.
Nothing was left out.
With a tea station.
Actually, I always say, I am not a foodie. So when Terrian making this, I said, Terrian, yes, it's a spread, but oh gosh, you're overdoing it, But what is nice too, in doing having such a wide range, the choices. Persons who are vegetarian, listen to me. The plate, when you look at the plate.
Forget the vegetarian people. Everybody had a nice potato plate of food.
To me, you could say anything you wanted. We had it.
It was
and that was lovely. That was lovely. Again, the feedback on that food. Wow. The plates were heavy.
But I really think, and to get away from it, and I think this is something that I think it's something a lot of us have lost in terms of hospitality.
Yeah.
Our heritage and our history, and it's global. Hospitality starts with a meal. And I think too often we look to cut corners at the meal. And if you are celebrating something, you must have a feast. You must have a feast. It can't be, I go down the road and I get my meat on 2 sides. I go by the shop and I get that every day. So it had to be a feast. And we really do have to thank Maureen David and her catering business.
IDK, yes.
IDK, for understanding what we wanted to give. Because every part of the Jamboree was a gift to people. Everything we wanted, people had to feel, okay, I didn't expect all of this. Is this for us? And I think once your hospitality is, oh, I forgot the morbi and the sorrel, my special recipes.
Yeah, with all the drinks.
And the wine and the drink. I think
Listen, we did say we wouldn't have any alcohol, but guess what? We got wine.
two
We
bottles of
actually
wine.
had
Yes.
2 bottles of wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I love the idea that based on how we catered, we were able to communicate the people that we really do care about them, we really do love them, and we wanted to say thank you. And you know, sometimes you say go to a Thanksgiving, and a lot of times you go to an event, and you know if the people really happy to have you by what they serve you. That's how I look at food. That's how I look at meals. So I was very excited to see people really appreciating how we extended our hospitality to them, and we catered for every single need that
Yes.
was up. Every single gastronomic requirement that you would have had. And I think that was a hit. But then, Jennifer, there was a maxi ride down the road. You were with the maxis.
Yes, those, because remember, you all, when we were planning and promoting, we were encouraging, especially people coming from Port of Spain, to take the water taxi or to take the nice air-conditioned coach. They didn't take us on because they're so used to us having maxis for them. Saying no, they love the maxi because the driver's so nice, because we use the same driver. We use Carlos and his team from Paramina. And they asked, they said, no, we coming with the maxis. So we ended up with 2 full maxis, having fun leaving from that point and just going straight from Grand Bazaar Point. We went straight to San Fernando Hill. Everyone enjoyed the ride. You know, it was a lot of fun, and we got there on time to start the jamboree.
9 o'clock on the dot. 9 o'clock on the dot. And the next part of hospitality, which I think is critical, and you know, I'm very sensitive to how people feel and the experience people have. And it's not only what you put into your mouth and what you can drink and stuff like that, but it's also how you entertain. Now, I am a fussy person. If you invite me somewhere, you better entertain me, you know.
Yeah.
And entertainment is not just food. I must have something there to tickle my senses. And I think Uncle Errol and Abby Billy.
Yeah. And what is nice too, Terry, and many people haven't been on the San Fernando Hill. They never experienced that. And we were able, before we even started the entertainment, able to walk around, you know, look at really beautiful scenery, you know, going up to use the telescope. You know, many people were able to do that and really view the entire, what is the scene there, Terry?
Yes,
you know, it was beautiful. So that was really to start the morning off. You know, take that little walk around, look at the environment, look at all the beautiful scenery, take a lot of photos, and then go back and say, yes, we're ready for the chow, we're ready for the tea and coffee and the entertainment.
And Jennifer, even before that, and one of the reasons that I loved using the San Fernando Hill, most of our visitors would have been from the north. Most of them were from the north.
North and it's from the east,
North and east, but north of Trinidad. North of,
right,
And everybody knows I'm a South girl. And I really do think that sometimes to be able to adjust in life, you need to see things from a different perspective. And if you're a northerner, you're accustomed to a view of Trinidad, whether you're driving on the Lady Young, you're driving across Maracas through Santa Cruz, whether you're on the hills of Dabadee, it doesn't matter where on the northern range, whether you're in Arima, whether you're in central, Middle East, Curepe, St. Augustine, whether you're in St. James, you look at Trinidad from the northern range down to the south. But when you look at Trinidad from the south up to the north, down further south and to the east, I think it is a much more attractive view.
With you, I would agree with you, Terian. Yeah,
Yeah.
the points you can see is really beautiful.
And you get a 360. And I think also in the work that we do, helping people to transition, see life from another angle. I think the location being on the San Fernando Hill and being able to look at the familiar, but from a completely different angle, I think helps people to get that adjustment. You know, you go into life, it's a different angle, but it's a surprising angle. It's just as exciting. And I loved being on the San Fernando Hill, not only because it's my hometown, but because it gave people the opportunity to see our country and see life from a different angle.
Actually, Terian, one of our guests, you know, when they send the photos, I had to mention the photo was looking so foreign. Wow, it was just beautiful. And I'm saying, this is Trinidad, you know, so
yeah. And you get a chance to see the heart of our economy. You had a fantastic view of the Point-a-Pierre refinery. Okay, you have a view of the Caroni Plains, our old sugar estates, you know, the sugar plantations, and you got a sense of the beauty of Trinidad and the rolling hills, which you really don't get looking at the country from the north.
Just beautiful, really beautiful.
So I thought that was great. So after everybody got a chance to explore and look, and of course, I think I should work for Tourism Trinidad. The San Fernando Hill is a national park. So lots of people were talking about how lovely it is and how, but they could bring their family here and they could have little picnics and all those kinds of things. So, all right, I finished advertising for tourism. But I also, I think, again, going back to the texture of the day, our choice of Abebele and Errol, who understood us, and for those who don't know, you know Uncle Errol, but Abebele is one, Neil Batiste is his government name. He is one of the best, I think, entertainers, extemporaneous, master of the extemporaneous art. And he just had us going because nothing happened on that day that Abebele missed that he didn't sing on, you know.
Just had everybody just singing along, clapping, just happy.
And then all about games and our prizes. It was just a tremendous amount. And Errol calling people and, oh Lord, no.
We can have a better MC, you know, to just carry the day. And, you know, I'm telling you, just having someone with the talent of both Errol and Abebele, the talent to just keep, especially, I think they specialize with our cohort, you know.
Yeah.
Because it just, you know, it just ran so I don't think it had anyone sitting there that wasn't clapping and singing along and dancing.
Yeah.
You know, and let me tell you, I was like, for the whole day. You felt, that's why I told you when I got home, I was so tired. You felt like if you just went at a day party, you just enjoy yourself sitting. And of course, we had our, guess what, our rap sessions, you know? And how we did the rap sessions, so we had a rap session in the morning and in the afternoon with Dr. Rouse. Well, that in itself was really, really special. You know, that was an experience. You know, when we got the feedback, everyone saying, wow, that really was a fantastic rap session, you know?
Yeah. And I think it was important too, because many of you would look at the show and you will hear, but unless you're on YouTube and Facebook, but even when you're on YouTube and Facebook, you don't want to type in no comments and questions. But I think it was great to have her there with the two topics we talked about. And, you know, what was beautiful is that so many people brought their own perspective to situations that she outlined. And even in the middle of the fun and the light-hearted atmosphere, a lot of very, very serious issues were discussed.
Oh, yes.
But handled in the context that was relaxing, that was trusting, that was people weren't afraid to talk about how issues affected them in life. And we really got to thank Dr. Rouse for that. And that is something that we want to have as a hallmark of our events, that not only would you be well fed, be well entertained, but, and I'm not going to use the word educated.
Empowered.
Empowered, exactly.
Yeah.
You are going to leave in some way or form empowered to have an even more phenomenal journey on this, the third act stage of life. And I think we got that beautifully. If we left some of them, they would be with Dr. Ross on the San Fernando Hill still. Okay.
You know, Terry-Ann, what is so important, and we got a lot of kudos on, is, you know, setting the stage is very important. And when it's a setting the stage, how that, of course, we rented this big hut at the San Fernando Hill. And Terry-Ann, the layout, how that was set up was really, really nice with the benches. And not only, you know, people were able to sit, let me tell you, no rain, eh? You get a lot of breeze.
Yes.
At times, but listen to me, you know, you're on the hill. So you're able to sit and relax. And what, you know,
and we had the hammocks. Don't forget the hammocks. Don't forget the hammocks.
Yes. And the hammocks, people could have brought their own chairs too. But Terry-Ann, you know, certain things that we ourselves may take for granted is not until, you know, you get the comments, you realize that, yeah, we have to appreciate us for ensuring that people were all comfortable. Because we had a lot of newbies, citizens who have never attended our events before, who came and said, gosh, if we knew it was like this all the time, we would have been coming all the time. And that is because, again, we pay a lot of attention to creating that atmosphere.
Yes.
So those persons who came for the first time, some who may have been very reluctant to leave the house because they don't know us personally, they're not sure who they will meet there, and for some reason, very self-conscious that they get there and they don't know anybody. And not everyone could make friends easily. You know, it has some people who told me you know, she said, I'm an introvert, you know, I don't make friends. But listen, I was singing along and dancing, and the person next to me. And again, how Errol handled it was so nice. You know, when he asked for those who came for the first time and to introduce themselves. So others would have approached, and everyone at the end of the day met someone new they could chat with. Nobody, you know, those who left home very hesitant and not sure and felt a bit nervous after said, hey, no way, they're coming back. Just tell us when is the next event, you know? So it's nice to know when you create the atmosphere, because that's what we wanted.
Yeah.
You know, for persons to feel comfortable, share their thoughts, discuss, and just feel free to clap, to sing along, or don't ask for the karaoke part of it. That was something else. We had such fun, Terry-Ann, with that, you know?
And it was all within our age group.
Men and women. Men came out too, eh? We had some men who came out. Yes.
Yes, definitely. And Jennifer, we have to talk about all the prizes and the gifts. What I loved about the karaoke, we had a beautiful hamper from Massey Stores, and everyone won a prize, so they had to dip in and get it. So, but
like a brand tub idea.
And some people said it was the first time that they'd ever presented to a crowd like that.
Yeah, that was a great idea to have it like that. Yes.
And then, of course, everyone got our gift. Now, all of that sound like a gift. Well, we were able to give everyone a beautiful box of premium biscuits, courtesy Brighton's, as our gift to our members. And that I think was also so very appreciated, you know. So I think all in all, we had a phenomenal day. A phenomenal day. Did we forget anything else, Jennifer?
Oh, well, we had main gifts. We had the hamper, the
Yes.
products
Oh, I
from
forgot the
Shamir.
other. Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful hamper from Shamir. In addition to, so we had the three main prizes, first, second, third. Yeah. So we had
Yes.
the main prize, which was a hamper with products from Shamir. We also had a gift voucher for the Shamir Spa and Glorious Body, Glorious Mind. So we had one to those were the main gifts. In addition, of course, as Terian mentioned, you dip our former Brantam using Massey Store sample. And then everyone left. And Terian, that was really a lovely gift from Bridemaids.
Yes.
Beautiful biscuits, really nice.
Yes.
You know.
And
So I don't think we left them because at the end we closed. And of course, we had, I guess, as we mentioned, the wrap session after lunch, including some more games, including, you know, closing with Errol and Baby. And we were able, and we have to thank the Maxi driver again, Carlos and his driver, the driver.
Royalty
Let me tell
tolls.
you,
Royalty
Terry, and they
tolls.
weren't just royalty tolls. They weren't just drivers coming up with the Maxi. They were just fantastic. And I have to say this because it was so
You're
funny.
part of the team.
They're part of the team. There I saw Carlos fixing a sand. I said, Carlos, what you doing with this? One of the guests, slippers just happened to unstick. And Carlos went out and bought glue. Could you imagine to stick it? Now tell me if that's not great service. You know, cool, happy, and let me tell you, very happy. They're happy, and the guest waiting on the sand is very happy, just as if you're taking it to, you know, one of the shops to get it fixed. I found that was just fantastic. In addition to ensuring that we leave on time, and we did wrap up, and by 4 o'clock on the buses, I was told, you know, yes, when someone was telling me that as their bus arrived, the Maxi arrived, because they told it pick up to come at 5, that they told them, wow, boy, you know, on time, thanks to Carlos, and they helped make sure everything packed properly so we can leave on time. So yeah, Tarian, that was a day. That was a fantastic day. Yeah.
And we are so glad that all of you all were able to share in it. One day we will have something that we could accommodate 100 people. I think we could get up to 100 people. But we all know we are to that stage. Them big fat and things. We are
yes, because one of our followers suggested, of course, you will skip the thing so small. As I said, we decided to close off at 50. We said no more than 50. And she said, gosh, you all could have something bigger, man. You all could expand. So we as Italians, we may be looking at the 100, but so far,
when we have capacity to deliver
right.
personal service, and we wanted people to interact with us. We didn't want people to feel that they had to be at home, at our home, even though we were in the San Fernando Hill. And whether you met us for the first time, and many people did meet us for the first time, but they left feeling as though they absolutely knew us.
Yeah,
and
it's a family. It's just, yeah.
That is the experience. When we talk about be a tribe, we're in a tribe. That is what we want. So when we have events, we want, when you get there, as Jennifer was talking about, some people have not been out for a long time. Some people probably have just come out of losing people from COVID. Some people may have been recently widowed. Some people just out of the loop of being out and about. But you want to go somewhere where you can be relaxed, you can be safe not only physically, but safe psychologically. And to be able to create that atmosphere and create that experience, you've got to control the numbers. And Jen and I have to be hands-on hosts. And we are so happy that we would have been able to achieve that at this
Yes.
time.
I think the number 50 was just right. It was just right. I'm happy we kept it like that because, as you said, we were able to circulate, chat with people, and it was really, really beautiful like that.
Yes, yes. So that was the Jamboree. We have celebrated 4 years. We're going on to be 5 now. We need to go into primary school, Jennifer. Get uniform and go primary school.
So for the for our fifth birthday, we will look at the 100. Have something really different.
We take 4 years to get 50. You want to go to 100.
1 year to get the 100.
No, no, no. But anyway, that was our tribe experience, and we are so very happy that you were a part of it. We are so very happy that we've gotten to this point of Connections 50 Plus. Thank you for making us a unique, being a part of this whole team and being a part of your experience, sharing so much of yourselves with us. And more nice things are going to come. So we are happy. We had a great time. And Jennifer, just now we're going to tell people now about other things that we are planning. Huh? For people coming out for the Jamboree, one of the things that a lot of people were reflecting in a very happy and engaging way. And they even talked a lot about our last series of shows where we have been talking not only with Dr. Rouse, but with different guests about us carrying on in this life after COVID. And really, I think a lot of us are settling into the new economy, this digital world. You're having the realizing the grandchildren and the children, they're a little different, but we have to anchor ourselves. So we have decided to look again, and again, it's in response to you all asking for more one-on-one interactions with us offline. And we have taken a look at one of our small group programs, the Primetime Reset for Small Groups. And we are going to be relaunching it quite soon, Jennifer.
Yes, definitely. And again, as you said, Terry, the feedback, what was, I wouldn't say surprising, because recently we have been doing so many events and we had all the guests on the shows. People were so, they forgot the other side of connection, I mean, more the business side. So actually, one person said, I like getting all the advice, but, I'm not sure. And because you're leaving on a high, you're leaving on a high, and they're not too sure what would be their next step, And then I said, but we have the programs during the pandemic. We did most of it online. Everything was online because we could do it face to face. Now coming out of the pandemic, we saying, you know what, let's start with more events, because we realized you all needed to come out and have fun and just get together. Now you have done that. Hey, what we're going to do, as Terian said, we pull in one of our very engaging program, small group, because we know you all like to sit and chat and share. So we're going to be, introducing that program. By next week, I think you will get all the details. And I'm sure now, hey, we always tell you, we providing you with tools, right, so you can enjoy the stage in life. But we're doing it now. We're doing it again in stages, because we're now coming back out. And the back outs in stages. So you have any events, you're coming out and you're having a great time. You enjoying our shows and the guests we have on the shows. And now we back out with physical group sessions, small. And again, we keep it small. We say 5 to 10 in any group to ensure that it's very engaging. And at the end of it, you really feel empowered to live the life you want to live.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And just to let you know, the thing is, when we do the reset program, there are two sides to it.
Yes.
There is the personal coaching side where we literally sit and talk through, the issues we face, the challenges we face. And it's not possible to get a cure for everything. But one of the most significant outcomes of this is that we're able to set a context and we're able to give you a path to move forward. And Jennifer, as life coach, you could speak more about this process of helping people to frame their minds for that transition.
Yeah, because in the life transition aspect of the program, when you come in and you say in program, we like to say, more, it's a forum. Forum meaning you get you comfortable. And with the coaching process, what you're really doing is first of all making sure you're comfortable. You're free in your mind. We say in coaching, you're getting rid of all the gremlins. And the gremlins are the negative thoughts inside of you. Sometimes you hear it's in girl, where you going? Or look at now, man, at this stage in your life, just relax. What you're going to confuse yourself for. So all the nice, bright ideas, the goals you have in your head, it just diminishes because you lose that confidence in yourself. So the start of it is building back up that confidence, seeing your dream, believing in that dream, knowing that, yes, I am going ahead with that. I'm no longer listening to the gremlins, which could be, of course, friends and others telling you at this age, or telling you as a man, hey man, where you going like this, etc., etc. So at that first stage,
Jennifer, that is, I think, the solution. Remember, we had the conversation with Dr. Ross when we raised it, have you lost your passion? And very often people say, yeah, I've lost it and I don't know how to find it. And I think that the transition coaching part of the reset program really will help you to find where it was, what it was, and where it was, to try and bring you back to a more vibrant life. Yes.
Of course, from there, when you chat, you find a solution. And opening up, of course, we have the roadmap to help you get where you want to be.
Definitely. Definitely. And the second part of the reset exercise, we more and more, as most of you all know, Jennifer and I do retirement coaching or retirement planning workshops with many corporate entities. And in these retirement workshops, it's not the normal come and work out with a plan, work out your numbers and your pension and stuff like that. We really go in, and with groups of up to 8 people, we sit and we help the soon-to-be retirees think through the next 20 years of life and help them to prepare. And very often, we find that a major issue is all kinds of overestimation, no clue estimation, totally lost,
unrealistic goals.
Understanding what the financial position will be. And this is not a financial position in terms of you're going to get mortgage or get whatever it is, but just not knowing. And we think that, all right, so we are able to do this to people in corporate entities. And if you have a company here, you can get in contact with us to do this in your companies. But we thought with the reset program, as we are relaunching, that financial coaching side of it will bring some of that reality checking to the reset program. So yes, there's a prepare your mind for life and so on. But life needs a currency to go with it. And it's not about necessarily how do I make money, but very often people don't realize that you can still achieve your dreams. You can still achieve your goals with whatever you have. It just requires a little modification in timeline, in scale, in expectation. I mean, if you win the lottery, you're good, but many of us don't. So, Jennifer, that aspect of our reset is also a very important part.
And I want to mention something else here to Terry, and that is the belief in some people. And at our last program, we talk about really being in retirement after 5 years. Some people believe that, listen, I left the workplace about 5-10 years ago. What can you tell me now about money? I'm not getting any more money. So that is the mindset. Two, there are many of us out, many of you all out there who may not have gotten that type of experience in terms of attending a retirement or transition program prior to leaving the company.
Yeah.
So you have never gotten the kind of information we're going to share. So that is one. So there are those, and it's never too late. Actually, this is the time. Those that have been retired over 5 years now, you have to do it's like doing a refresher's course, looking back and say, oh gosh, I taught this or that. Or some people will say, oh, my money done. This is the time. It's a reset. That's why we call it reset. It's for you to look now at what is the situation you're in now, and it is not too late. Whether you're 60, 65, 70, 75, listen, you have your goals because, listen, situation keep changing. And as the situation changes, you have to relook at what you're doing. So that's why I just want to make sure those who feel that I retired too long ago, 10 years ago, or 5 years ago, I don't need it. This is not that. This is really to help you where you are now to take you where you want to.
Right? Yeah, it is really an important reset. And the thing about it is, I think we disassociate the word retirement because we said the retirement is the period between leaving the company and whether it takes 3 or 5 years for you to catch yourself and realize I have 30 more years to live, I have 25 more years to live. So that other 25, 30 years is when you are on the third act stage. If you took 3 years, 5 years, 10 years to realize that I have a whole lot of life that has to be lived, and I have to stop looking backwards, then it's at that point that you have to reset. And the reset, as we said, has 2 dimensions. It is how you look at life, what are your goals, what do you want to do, and then how is this thing going to be financed? So it really doesn't have anything to do with that retirement day or retirement time. It is wherever you are on that third act journey that we are saying, hey, wait, let's really reset so that we can make the best of the next 15, 20, 30 years of our third act life. Not calling this thing retirement because you never know what can happen on that third act.
Yeah, as we call it your prime time.
It is your prime time. Reset. Yes. So we really, really think that in coming out of the Jamboree and coming out of different things, many people, and we've gotten over the COVID. We realize, all right, we'll survive it. We have suffered loss. We had suffered stress, but we are seeing now there is so much ahead of us that we need to reset. We need to reset.
Ready to come back out. We're back out, you know?
Yes. So from next week, you will be hearing a whole lot more about our reset programs. As we said, it's going to be done in small groups. And hey, it's going to be both face-to-face in some instances and digital in other instances, because we know we still have some of you Caribbean brothers and sisters, as well as those of you who again, you're not as mobile as you used to be, and the digital forum is perfect for you. And again, because you're not mobile, doesn't mean that life has ended and it's done. You can still reset and do something great. And for those of you who are able to come out and interact and meet people, we're going to do face-to-face forums where you meet new friends and you learn a lot from each other and you learn a lot from us. And I think that's another thing we can be very excited to look forward to, Jennifer.
Definitely. But you want you all to get going.
Definitely. So look out for that. So this is your in tune section. Look out for more information about our 5.8G Reset small group programs. All right. So now, Jennifer, we have 10 more minutes in the show, about 8 more minutes in the show. And we want to share with you some of the sights and songs and excitement of Jamboree. So we are going to start with our videos and our pictures. So let's share some of the wonderful feedback that we got from those of you who attended the Jamboree, and also give you some glimpses of the pictures and the videos of all the fun. Good.
Okay, so this is just a few. Marianne, and we have this from Gail P. Good morning. Lovely day yesterday. I enjoy and appreciate both you and Terry efforts. Have a wonderful day. And that's from Gail P.
Okay. And now Kathleen P., one of our loyal people, said, thank you for a day full of laughs, gifts, and good company and great organization. We're so thankful, Kathleen P. So Kathleen P. was extremely happy.
Yeah. And Catherine G. said, thank you, Jennifer and Terry Ann and the Connections 50 Plus Tribe for an awesome experience yesterday. And following what Catherine said, you know, we had other guests who sent and said, yes, my relatives who attended both said that it was a great experience and they were happy. Congrats and thank you.
Okay. And we have Kathleen L. We have a lot of Kathleens and Kathys. Well planned and executed. God continue to smile on the great things with great, well-intentioned people. May he continue to bless you both. That was Kathleen L. Oh, Kathleen, the pleasure was ours.
There we are, another guest saying, great work, Jennifer and Terry Ann. We had lots of fun.
And one of our newcomers, Claudette H., said, hi, Terry Ann, and thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. So had such a blast of a time. Benefited a lot from the Doctor Forum. Have a wonderful day and God's blessings. Yes.
And what I must say, and then just read, as we said, reading from the WhatsApp. But in addition to that, and you know how our cohort, as you say, very, what should I say, introvert, very shy. And we did have, you know, the calls. I didn't take the voice calls. You know, same sentiments. Has had such a great time. They enjoyed the entertainment. They didn't believe that, they didn't expect to have such fun. You know, so all in all, it was really, the feedback has been very, very positive. Yeah. We're thinking of asking them to, you know, voices and send us little videos, but listen to me.
Jennifer, even Uncle Errol sent a note to me to say just how much fun he and Abebele had spending the day with us and going on. So you've heard the greetings, and now just taking some of the sights and songs of our Jamboree. And we will see you next week. So enjoy.
Bye.
Good morning. So it's Thursday, 25th of May 2023. It's around 9:40 a.m. We are on San Fernando Hill with Connections 50 Plus group. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful days, beautiful scenery, lovely people. So we are going to have a time today.
So I was driving a day not too long ago. The lockdown didn't start yet, so this before 2020. And I check on my social media and I see this girl I know, Terrian Braithwaite. Have this online thing, Connections 50 Plus, and I know some people at that TV station. So I called her. I was on my way to volunteer at a rehab center in Couva. I do that a lot, volunteering things. And I call and I say, well, why will you don't bring the show on Gael? And a lot of excitement. And next thing I know, the show starts on Gael. She telling me it's 4 years there on Gael. Yeah. It can't be 4 years already.
This is our fourth. We went a few months after the show.
Wow.
It is quite big. We started in the studio.
Wow. I can't believe it. So in that 4 years, I got 3 years younger. But I monitor, it's 4 step forward, take 3 back and then go again and then go again and then go again.
Connections 50 plus fourth birthday.
So it's Connections?
50 plus fourth birthday party.
Alright, so let me see if we had this right. Let's just sing along that. Happy birthday to you. Let me go. A happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, my birthday. Happy birthday to you. You wouldn't believe what this lady say. They say today is the group birthday. You won't believe what surprise me. They say today they are about. She nearly could.
Everything, we know what things we like and we go in to them. That's all we do. We're not wild, it's not wildness, it's not. To give you a little sweeten up the taste buds something, just for us to understand how important and who we really are as a group. I was speaking to one of my little mentees. She's now in a millennial, so she's 36. Just graduate, PhD, Princeton, you can't get better than that. So she was talking to me from California just yesterday, And she had spent about 6 months with me in Trinidad, doing her observation. I didn't know I was under study, but she was observing. And what she told me yesterday in conversing, she said, Doc, I don't think you people understand the difficulty that their group are having and will have in the aging process. Because in her observation, she was telling me almost fearfully, he said, Doc, when we were born, in her cohort, they already met where everything now is social media mainly. So they don't even know sometimes how to start an outing like this.
You wouldn't believe what this lady say. They say today is the group birthday. You won't believe what surprise me. They say today they are about. She nearly couldn't say that. She eye opening, the mouth opening, you ain't hear nothing. So all you celebrating the birthday. have a special verse for you. Yeah? I hope you get some tonight. I hope you get some tonight. I hope you get some nice prayers and dirty minds. Hope you get some tonight.
Shaking out the old style, putting on a brand new smile, rising out of the ghetto of third world stagnation, reaching out for tomorrow. Over the world vibration of my calypso, heading for Stardom Rockwick because it is worth me.
50+ Tribe and follow us from Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean.
Thank you for joining us on this Connections 50 Plus 5.8G Alive show.
We hope you enjoyed the lively conversation and look forward to seeing you next week.
Don't forget to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
We really love getting your feedback. Bye for now.